I'm flying!
What we're going to do is calibrate a little bit.
So awesome. This video is brought to you by all my Patreon supporters. Go Team Awesome! Hey guys, so today I'm in Yoyogi Park and I'm with my friend Matt.
Hello, hello.
An amazing park located next to busy shopping districts of Harajuku and Shibuya, Yoyogi Park and Meiji Koen are always filled with people hoping to enjoy an escape from the neon signs and busy streets of Tokyo. People of all ages and backgrounds come here all year round to enjoy a variety of activities, like walking, dancing, hanging out, bike riding, jogging, badminton, dog socializing in the off-leash park, family picnics, soccer, group dates, napping, volleyball, catch, dates, music, food, and performances. My friend Matt, however, comes here every week near the bird sanctuary to teach Acroyoga. Whoa, you're flying. Like a bird. Video, yeah. Like a bird.
You got both hands on the inside. You kind of want to tuck her back up.
So first of all, what country are you from?
I'm from America, near Washington, D.C.
Okay, and how long have you been in Japan?
17 years?
Oh, wow.
18? Came in 2001.
2001, okay. And why did you decide to come to Japan?
I've always liked languages. So I
Okay.
studied German in high school. My high school offered Japanese. That was more interesting than German for me.
Okay.
And then I continued that through university. And in university, I still had no career goals.
Okay.
I still have no career goals. But I met a lot of Japanese exchange students who said I explained it well enough that I should be an English teacher in Japan. One thing led to another, and that's how I came.
And what was your major in university?
Oh, Japanese studies.
Oh, it was Japanese studies. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but I haven't used that in a long time. I took 2 years off after high school. I just
Okay.
worked odd jobs and tried to make a living doing that, But I really just could not make a living working part-time jobs. I had to go to college and do something. So looking back on my high school career, the only thing I really liked was Japanese.
The language.
The language, all the other subjects, not so much.
Right,
so when I
right.
graduated, they're here like, you already have the Japanese degree. So it's like, okay, so.
So once you finished university, did you stay in America and work, or did you come right to Japan?
Went home, went back to my dad's house, interviewed with an English language company that
Okay.
teaches over here.
Okay.
One of those Eikaiwa schools.
Okay. Okay.
And 3 months later, I was over here.
What part of Japan were you placed in?
Right in Tokyo.
Okay.
Right from the beginning. I
And-
had friends here from university, so I told the company I want to be based in Tokyo.
Did you like it or? No. Okay. So did you stay? How many years did you work there?
Ooh, I don't like change.
Okay.
So I stayed about 6-7 years maybe.
Okay. Okay. 6-7 years.
7.
Wow. Okay, it's pretty long. And then what was your job after that?
Teaching kindergartens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been doing that for
I've
the
been
rest
doing
of
that for 10 years about now.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
If I ever think about changing, it'll probably be something completely different. But
Okay.
I don't want to go back to suits.
Right.
My
okay.
job right now, I don't wear suits. I wear like
Yeah.
t-shirts and shorts. And
Right.
that is so much nicer.
So what did you like about Japan?
Hobbies keep you here.
Hobbies keep you here. Okay. So for
a lot of
example-
people, especially for the Eikaiwa people, they come, they stay for a year or two, they go home because they've got nothing else. They live in an American bubble here.
Right.
Or I'd say an English bubble.
Right.
They watch American movies, they have American friends. But they live in an English bubble to where there's nothing holding them here
Right.
long term.
Right.
Whereas when I first got here, my friends from university took me to a cheer competition.
Okay.
And I cheered in...
Cheer means like cheerleading.
Cheerleading.
Okay.
So I cheered in university for 4 years.
So you already had like a passion for
I had a
cheerleading, I
passion,
guess?
and I joined an adult team as soon as I could
An adult team in Japan.
in Japan.
So wait, there's cheerleading adult teams in Japan?
There's adult teams in Japan.
Wow. Is it mostly girls or is it a mix of guys and girls?
There's all-girl teams.
Okay.
Then there's teams without men.
Okay.
Just because they haven't found any yet.
Okay.
No guys have approached them.
So it's not. It's technically allowed, but just
Technically
nobody
allowed,
joined.
it's just nobody joined.
Okay.
And guys joining after university is rare. It's kind of it's one of
they're-
those things nobody knows how to get into it. My one senpai, Japanese guy, told me there's a competition coming up this day at this time at Yoyogi Stadium.
Okay.
So I went and saw it. I watched all the teams compete.
Japan-wide or just Tokyo?
Japan-wide, but it was mostly Tokyo teams.
Okay.
Which made it easy for me because it's basically just a checklist of which team I wanted to join.
Right.
So there was a really good, strong team with guys in it. But
Yeah.
there was also a team that kind of struggled, but they had 3 guys in it. And I thought, well, if I join that team, I could bring the whole level up.
Right.
So I joined that team, and I was on that team for almost 10 years.
Oh, Baba, gambare.
Can be duplicated or recycled. This chick is a sick individual.
Are you still on the cheerleading teams or not?
I'm semi-retired or a free agent, kind of.
Okay.
I'm not on one team, but I help out a lot of teams.
And I think you were talking to me before about you have a job as well, like a side job.
Yes, a side job.
Okay,
I've
what's
got
your side job?
3 side jobs.
You have 3 side jobs.
Well,
okay.
I've got a lot of jobs, but
Okay.
for cheerleading,
Yeah.
I coach 3 different teams that pay me money.
So
And,
what kind of teams? Like high school? Or
2
university?
high schools and 1 university.
Okay, so you're like a coach.
I'm a coach, and I kind of assist or volunteer at 2 or 3 other schools.
Okay, so one thing I want to say is that a lot of people just assume that if you come to Japan, you're an English teacher, and it's hard to get into other things. But you're actually making money
I'm
teaching
making money
cheerleading.
teaching cheerleading in Japanese
In
to
Japanese.
Japanese kids.
So that gives me the question: how good is your Japanese? From 1 to 10, what would you say your Japanese level is?
So like 1 being the best or 10 being the best?
10 being the best.
10 being the best.
Yeah.
I'd say like a high 4.
High 4. But you can
I
get
have no confidence in my Japanese ability, but I'm conversational.
Okay.
And I can make myself understood. You ask my friends, and I'd say they'd probably say I'm about a high 7, maybe 8. Sports are kind of
It's
universal.
physical, right?
It's physical, so it's universal. So even if you don't know the word,
Yeah.
you can make a motion to where somebody will give you the language.
How did you find these schools and universities that were like, hey, did you apply on like some online website, or is there some kind of through word of mouth?
Word
or-
of mouth and who you know. There's
so
a lot of
so did
attention
people
and
approach you, like the
Yeah,
schools approach you, or somebody in the
teams
team?
I would help out. I became kind of like a free agent. I'd go to like different adult teams if they asked me to.
Yeah. Like a
Just to
consultant
keep,
kind of thing.
just to coach a little bit.
Yeah.
One of the girls from an adult team also coached a high school.
Okay.
So she would bring high school girls to the adult team,
Right.
and she'd have me coach them.
Okay.
And she said, cut out the middleman. She just said, come to the practices
In the high school.
in the high school.
So she was kind of like your.
She was my in to that. Whereas
Okay.
at the adult teams, sometimes they practice with universities in the big university gym.
Oh.
So the university teams are like, you know what you're talking about. Can you might come in on days
wow.
where you're not with that team.
Okay.
So I got a lot of references that way.
Okay, cool. You said you have another job, so what's your other job besides cheerleading in English?
Cheerleading in English, acro.
Acro.
I do
So
acro
yoga. So a lot of people, I didn't even know what acro yoga was until pretty much I met Matt. So can you give a quick summary or a description of what is acro yoga?
Acro yoga is a combination of acrobatics and yoga.
Okay.
It's sometimes called partner yoga, where 2 people are working together. One person will lay on their back and put the other person up on their feet, which is called L basing or leg basing.
Okay.
There's other styles where there's counterbalances and standing. I focus more on standing acro,
Okay.
which
standing
is
acro.
a little bit higher, but it's very, very similar to, it's cheer adjacent.
Okay.
It's one step down from cheerleading.
So is this acro yoga a hobby, or is it turned into a career as well?
It's-
Kind of like a part-time job?
It's almost like a part-time job. I get right now I'm just accepting donations for teaching.
Oh, okay.
I taught for about a year,
Okay.
just random lessons like workshops.
Okay.
Didn't
Like a
really think it
freelance
was for
kinda.
me. Yeah, I didn't want to monetize it just yet.
How about average? How many people usually end up coming?
On a good day, 20 to 25.
Okay. Wow.
On a
Now it's getting
average
colder
day,
now, so-
yeah, when it gets cold, it just drops numbers.
Right.
On
So,
an
but in the
average
summer,
day,
it's
about
like-
10 to 15.
Okay.
But on a slow day, 5.
Okay.
On a cold day,
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Okay. Today was, I guess, an average day then, right? Because it was kind of cold, but
Average
you
day.
had about what, 10 people
10
maybe?
people, yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good today. Okay.
Pretty good number.
So you guys are partners in this, what is
We've
it,
been
club or event?
Yogis
Yoyogis. Oh, nice.
over 2 years now.
It's kind of like a figure skating couple kind of thing, right?
It is a little bit. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So we mix up a lot. I train other flyers. She trains other bases,
Right.
but we still find time to work together.
Right. Right.
We're gonna take Yuko up. We're gonna put her to hand
Okay.
and learn extension.
Okay. And this is Yuko. Hi. Okay. Good luck.
We're gonna climb it up.
So there's like Acroyoga circles.
Okay. So
There's-
Tokyo has its own kind of like
Yeah,
Acroyoga group.
there's different teachers. I'm friends with most of the teachers. They all come to my jams to learn different tricks.
Okay.
For standing.
And then they have their own little classes.
My niche thing is standing stuff. So anybody
Right.
who wants to learn standing, and
Comes to you.
know, they come to me. And you've seen it today. It was a
Yeah.
whole lot of lifting high
Right.
ups,
Right. That
so-
was awesome.
1, 2. Hop.
Through,
I've got people in like
Acro.
southern Japan kind of sending me Facebook friend requests
Right.
because they're in an Acroyoga group down there that knows somebody who knows somebody who knows me.
Right. Right. I know you said you did someone a challenge this year, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
Can you tell me about that?
We've been working on a hand-to-hand, which is somebody does a handstand on my hands.
Okay.
So it's a really high-level stunt, hard to do.
Right.
And I'm
100
like,
different people
100
to
different
do a
people to do a
hand-to-hand.
handstand on me. Right now, I'd say there's probably about 100 flyers total.
Okay. So you'd have to pretty much get
Pretty
everybody.
much get everybody.
Okay.
But
So how many about how many?
and the
20,
first 3
30?
months, I probably had like 40, maybe.
Okay.
40. So everyone's
Okay.
like, you got 40, you're almost there.
Right.
It's like, I did everyone I know.
Right.
So it's
there's
like
no one left.
60 people I need to find.
Right.
So,
So what did you do?
there's people that travel around the world for
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
And wherever they stop, they find acro communities
Oh,
to play
okay.
with.
Okay.
So I met a girl from Sweden. There's like Americans who are in acro communities there, come over here. Europeans come over.
Right.
I got 2 people from Israel.
Okay.
I
Wow.
had I've got a South African.
Okay.
There's still
How
a
many
month
do you
left.
have so far?
I have a 101.
Oh, so you did it.
I did it.
Oh,
It
congratulations.
was kind of like, you know,
Wow.
just like-
Do you see yourself as a lifer in Japan, or do you want to
Lifer.
someday go back to America?
no, not going back to America.
Okay, so you definitely want to be a lifer in Japan. And do you want to teach English, or do you want to be a cheerleading coach forever, or do you want to go freelance with acro?
Love
or?
to do cheer coaching, but there's not real much money in it.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's not one of the high-paid sports.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, teaching English it pays the bills well.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So do you think you'll probably do that
probably do that until I
and keep
get
doing
really
other
bored.
stuff on the
and
side?
other
like
stuff
you're
on the
doing?
side. My current job allows me a lot of time to
Right.
do the other stuff. The music and the movies and stuff. Movies I'll watch more than the music.
Okay.
The music occasionally something will get stuck in my head and I'll download it, and play it.
Okay.
in my
Do you like
playlist.
anime or manga or anything like that?
Recently I'm watching Dragon Ball.
Okay. Okay.
Convenience stores everywhere, the trains. My driver's license in America expired like 2 years ago. And
Okay.
I just never renewed it. Because
Okay,
I
okay.
don't need it here.
Okay.
So
Because you have and yeah.
the buses, the trains, everything.
What would you say if I asked you? It's a hard question, but what's the best thing about Japan for you that keeps you here? The best thing.
keeps me here?
Japan
I
that
feel
keeps
at
you here?
home here.
Okay.
So when I go back to America,
Yeah.
if I'm there for more than like 8 to 10 days, I
Yeah.
get homesick. Even when I was like 1 or 2 years in,
Yeah.
when I went home, I instantly just, back in America, I want to be back here.
So just
So
naturally
it's just
you
naturally,
gravitate
I kind of
to-
gravitate towards here.
to
But
Japan. And opposite, what would you say is probably the worst thing about Japan? Something you really don't like, your pet peeve or whatever about Japan.
some
Either
of the
about the
bureaucracy.
people. Okay.
You know, it's
okay.
just everything has to be by the book or this way. And you hear
Okay.
like this way is really antiquated and old-fashioned, but you know that's the way it has to be done. And the visa system. I just had to renew my visa, which is kind of a pain, but
Okay. I'm going to do a quick lightning round where I just ask you random questions about Japan and just think of an answer.
sounds like fun. My favorite Japanese movie is probably a movie called Adrenaline Drive.
Adrenaline Drive.
It's
Okay.
not very popular at all. It was like an indie flick a long time ago. Second one would have to be Bayside Shakedown 2, which is highly worth watching the entire series. Band or musician, I really like Yuki, who used to be part of Judy and Mary.
Judy and Marie. Oh, I can know
Her
her.
song
She has
Joy
a really interesting voice.
just really stuck in my head when I first
Joy.
heard it. Joy.
Okay.
Soba recently. I can't get enough
Soba noodles. Okay.
Soba noodles, hot, cold, toppings, whatever. Yeah, just
Right.
any type of soba noodle. I don't like squid much.
Oh, really?
You know.
Even like grilled or fried?
Yeah, you know, I can eat it.
Yeah.
So if I'm forced to eat it, like in a group gathering and stuff, I
Yeah.
will eat it. But
Okay.
you know, definitely don't prefer not to. But I've got a weird taste thing. I don't drink beer. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't drink alcohol.
I don't
okay.
drink alcohol. Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
I've got that. Like my friend called it a kid's mouth. Giddy giddy. I use a lot.
Giri giri, which means
It's like just enough, or
Just
enough, or
right at the
right
cutoff.
at the cutoff point. We
So you
use,
just made it.
yeah, in cheer or acro, we also use giddy giddy safe.
Giri giri safe, which means you
just did it.
Did it. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a
just-
good phrase to know.
Ghibli's
Let's do
kind of my
Ghibli
go-to,
stuff.
like anime stuff.
Okay.
Ghost in the Shell, I kind of liked for a
I like
while,
that.
but that
I
got
like
like really complicated.
Hey guys, so I've never done this before, but Matt said he's gonna show me some trust exercises because I really don't trust this this sport or activity.
I'm gonna take this hand and go to your hip. This hand's gonna go back to your shoulder. This two's going back to your shoulders. Pull really hard. Pull, release, go up, stretch it all. Work those shoulders. Kind of loosen up your shoulders before you start backwards. A lot of shoulder intensive exercises. Up, down, straight up. Now I'm going to slide down to your wrist. Grab my wrist real hard. Real hard. Shoulders back. Shoulders lean. Pull up. Now give me your hands.
Wow, I'm flying! Woo! Okay, that was much harder than I thought it would be. Scary but fun. He's a good teacher. If you're interested in acroyoga or want to know anything more about Matt, please go to his social media. The Instagram and Facebook page will be listed in the information section below. Also, if you like this video, please thumbs up and share. Check out my Patreon page for bonus videos every week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos because my videos are awesome. OzzyAwesome. Take care and see you next time. Peace.
Or she'll just break out of the ring. Yeah, take that.